And
Okay. Okay, thank you everyone, and don't forget to fill the attendance in the e-learning platform. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So, have you breakfast today, guys?
Yeah.
No.
Not yet.
Yes. Not yet.
Yeah.
But I have a picture for you. Can you see it?
Yes, it is bread.
Yes, that's right. It is a bread. I assume you guys ever eat this food, but I have an interesting picture. But this bread could become this bread. Maybe anyone wants to tell me the difference between these two pictures. What do you think about this bread?
Edible
and
fresh from oven.
It's fresh and it's still edible, but what do you think about this bread?
Full of fungi.
Yeah, okay, that's true. This bread full of fungi. Of course, if this bread full of fungi, it's not edible, right?
Yes.
Okay, so since we talked about the fungi in the bread, so our lesson today about fungi. And our learning objectives today consist of two learning objectives. First, students be able to understand the general characteristics of fungi kingdom, types of classification based on the morphology and reproductions, and describe the body structure of fungi from various groups. And the second learning objectives, students be able to understand the ways of reproduction found in various groups of fungi and analyze the role of fungi in our everyday life. And then, can we move into the next lesson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here are some fungi characteristics. Please, I need a volunteer. Maya, please read the first characteristics of fungi right here.
Okay, so the first characteristic of fungi is eukaryotic, non-vascular, non-motile, and heterotrophic organism.
Okay, that's true. So fungi are eukaryotic. It means they have multicellular and then non-vascular because they doesn't have vascular tissues. Because fungi doesn't have vascular tissues, so fungi classified into their own kingdom, different from plant kingdom, and they may be unicellular or filamentous. As you can see the picture here, filamentous means the body structure of the fungi consists of filaments, which is connected from the unit of the body of fungi body, and they reproduce by means of spores. As you can see the pictures here, the number 2 is spores. Spores is contained in the one body part, big, and it is it is easy without the microscope. The first part is sporanium. In the sporanium, there are a lot of spores which is used as the reproduction tools. And the third is food source. Food source means when these fungi grow, they need food nutrients to grow another individual, and then this hyphae. Hyphae means similar with the filament, the main structure that build the full body of the fungi. So we can go into the next topic. So, can you see these pictures?
Yes.
Okay. What is this pictures represent? anyone who wants to answer, can you represent or can you describe what happened in this picture? Maybe?
Okay, me man.
Okay.
On the picture, there are moths that killed or infected by fungi maybe. So the fungi is parasitic for the moth.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Applause to Ilma. So, what Ilma said is very good and it's correct. It is a moth which is infected by fungi, and these fungi have characteristic of parasite. Parasitic means that fungi absorb the nutrients from the living bodies of organisms, and that organisms in these pictures is moth. Okay, can you get my point?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Can we next into the middle picture? Maybe anyone wants to describe this picture first. Okay, maybe Nailil. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So, in the saprophytic, fungi has a role as the decomposers, maybe, and so it has a role as decomposers in the dead organisms.
Okay, that's really good answer. Give applause to. Okay, it's very good because saprophyte is a characteristics of fungi, several fungi, and this kind of fungi absorbs the nutrients from the dead body of plants or animals, and it is also called with a decomposer. So the difference between parasitic and saprophytic is if fungi in parasitic mode, they will absorb nutrients from living organisms, but saprophytic will absorb nutrients from dead organisms. Can you get my point again?
Yes.
Thank you. And then the last picture about the symbiotic of fungi and algae. So in symbiotic, besides providing a home, fungi will give some nutrients of them and then give it to the algae. Okay, so that's all about fungi characteristics, and we will go into the next part. I hope you guys have a paper to take a note of this part. The structure of fungi. First is scales, and then cap, margin, and there are gills. And this part, in this gills, force was released into the environment, and then it is a ring right here and stip or stem, and then this is a vulva or cup, and this is a mycelium. Mycelium connected of one individual into the other individual. So we will talk about fungi classifications. Maybe Lela, please read it advance.
The first classification of fungi is Zygomicota. Zygomicota characterized by zygospores and mostly terrestrial in habitat, living in soil or on decaying plant or animal material. And Zygomicota is asexual reproduction by sporangnia men.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Give
ma'am.
applause to And I have an example of Zygomicota member. It is Rhizopus stolonifera in rotten bread. In the first screen, you can see the bread which is half rotten, and the fungi that infect that bread is called with Rhizopus stolonifera. Okay, please remember it. And then we go to the next classification. It is Ascomycota. The sexual reproductive of Ascomycota, known as Ascus or Ascus, and the mycelium is made up of septate and branch hyphae, and of course the asexual reproductions by the formation of conidia. And this is an example of the Ascomycota member, which is Penicillium chrysogenum for penicillin medicine. I think you guys ever heard about the penicillin medicine?
Yes.
Okay, good. And another example is yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae in fermentation products. So, I want to ask maybe someone can mention some fermentation products that very familiar in our life. Maybe Maya?
I think yogurt.
Okay, yogurt. Maybe Maylin?
Vegan. Yes, I think it's soybean sauce.
Okay, that's very good. Yogurt and soy sauce. One of a member of Ascomycota. And then Basidiomycota. This classification or this division characterized by the formation of a specialized blood-shaped cells called basidia. And the member of Basidiomycota is edible mushroom, such as Pleurotus astratus or oyster mushroom. Next, the last division is Deuteromycota. It lacks a sexual reproduction stage, or it called with imperfect fungi. They might be terrestrial or aquatic and asexual reproductions by forming conidiospores. And this is an example of Deuteromycota, Helminthospora oryzae, which is attacks the rice plants. So that's why some of rice plants in the field have decreased production. Okay, now it's your turn to do the worksheet, and please make a group consists of 3 or 4 people for each. Correct and answer these questions correctly. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes to fill it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you guys have any difficulties? Not yet. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
If you need my help, just ask me. Okay.
Ma'am, can you help me about the worksheet?
Okay.
I am very confused about this session. Oh yeah. So, okay.
Why
Okay.
like this?
Okay. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
So it's clear for us.
Okay. Please, I need one volunteer from group 1 and group 2 to mention the answer in front of the class. Or maybe Lela from group 1 and Maya from group 2 come in front of the class. Come here. Okay. Please, for Maya, read the answer for first question, and Lala read for the answer number 2.
So for the first question is the name of species in the first picture is Rhizopus oligosporus, and for the second picture is Rhizopus colonifer. And then the role of the species is for Rhizopus oligosporus is to change the straight composition of soybeans into more nutritious food and contain many enzymes. It maintains the fermentation process. And for the Rhizopus colonifer, play a role in carbon cycle because it works as a decomposer in the soil, bed, or many food. I think it's enough for.
Okay, thank you. Please give applause to Maya. Okay, next, Layla.
Okay, number 2 in this worksheet, there is a
structure of fungi, and the number 1 is cap, and the number 2 is scales, and then in here number 3 is gills, and then in here number 4 is, we can call it ring, and then number 5, this is stem, and then number 6, this is cup, and then the last one, number 7, this is mycelium.
Okay, thank you. You can come back to your.
Okay.
Thank you. So I will give you both 2 points for active points. Okay, now last topic is a summary about our lesson today. So maybe anyone wants to mention or explain what is fungi? Okay, Lela, please.
Okay, fungi are eukaryotic plants, and then non-vascular, non-motile, and unicellular plants, and also have a filamentous and reproduce by means of spore.
Okay, thank you. Please give a class again. Okay, so fungi are a kingdom of usually multicellular and eukaryotic organisms that are heterotrophs and have important roles in nutrient cycling in an ecosystem. So you can read it by yourself, and maybe we have to move since we're running out of time. I have an assignment. Please reread your lesson today because we will discuss more about fungi next meeting. Do you have any question?
No.
Okay, so thank you so much for your attendance. I hope you have a great day today and the next day later. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. Thank you, and